Hello, this is Peter Combs from Bidamount.com. Today is Friday, February 3rd, 2017. And as always, we're going to take a look back at last week's newsletter, see how things did, bring you up to date on a couple of things that are going on, some sales that are continuing, some new things. So let's get started. First thing, a few people have asked if we could do something about the homepage of the website to add some sort of directory or make it a little easier for folks to get around, and that's what we've done this week. If you take a look, if you go to the homepage, we've actually created an entire site menu on here, and from this you can go almost anywhere on the site. We have links to all the stuff that's available on eBay, the image archives, the Christie's Bonhams and to John catalogs, art references, pieces on we've written on bronzes and Ming porcelains and so forth. So that should make it a little easier. It's all right here. All right, and that's it for housekeeping. Moving along, here's the newsletter from last week. There were quite a few things happened. One of the things I wanted to point out was that we made we added quite a few pieces onto this, the Bidamount Extra. It's sort of an addendum page for things that we came across during the week that might be of interest to folks. And one of the things we came across that we just added this morning actually was this. We don't do a lot typically with buy it nows because folks seem to prefer auctions, but this seemed like an awfully good buy. It's a very nice lotus pattern plate with a brown dressed rim. The seller has it up as circa 1800. I think it's probably a little older than that, but a fairly rare pattern. If you're a plate collector and you want something, I think at auction he might have done better with this. But it's quite an attractive piece. It has a couple of minor frits, but overall it's in beautiful condition. And it's linked off that addendum, and here it is, $200. And it goes on for a few more days. So if you're checking around, you might want to take a look at that. The other thing is that today is that auction over in the Netherlands that we had featured on the newsletter a week or two ago in Oriental Arts in the Netherlands. We're in Hattem. It's closing today, and I hope that you're there. I already heard from one couple in Portugal who bought one of the Kangxi, a very attractive Kangxi bowl on here. It had a hairline in it, but a beautiful example and rather unusual. And so I hope you're there and you're participating and you're finding things you like. Another seller has some things closing tomorrow. If you're a blue and white, early blue and white collector, is Jade Duck 9. He's a rather active eBay seller, and he's got some nice pieces, including this incense burner, rather unusual, with the base. It's up to $510. It ends tomorrow, Saturday. He's on the site. He's on the newsletter, so if you want to take a look at his things, wander over there and have a good look at it. There's some nice items on here. All right. And other things that are going on, click through here, click through here, click through here. Get over to here. Josh Chamberlain, Juice, 1499 up in New Hampshire. Has got a sale up, sort of a mixed sale. He's got stands and all kinds of stuff. But one of the things he has is he listed a number of sets of Chinese porcelain. There's a Fitzhugh pattern service here that's on here. This is big sets. This isn't one piece. It's a whole bunch. And this big lot of 20 Famille Rose export plates, turquoise ground. Rather nice looking set. Beautiful quality. Here it is. All right, nice turquoise background on it. These are 19th century plates, and it's a complete service. So you might want to check that out. He ends on Monday night, I believe. And also running and ending Monday and Tuesday is Joni's up in Canada. Has a monochrome auction going, and this I happen to like quite a bit. Rather attractive. Unwire decorated lemon egg yolk yellow bottle vase or bladder vase with dragons on it. Nicely done. Very attractive vase. Here's a good shot of the dragon and a shot of the base. Here's the bottom of it, just what you want to see. It's a good example. All right. So you might want to check out some of the things that they have going there. Ending in a couple of days. Do some homework and check it out. Now, on to what happened over the week. We had a number of silks on there this week, and one of them was this very attractive, it's a good-looking silk needleworked robe. Not a robe, a skirt, rather. It's a late 19th century, maybe early 20th century example, but very good quality, beautiful quality needlework all over, and excellent. And on silk damask with bats and precious objects, which I think is a really nice addition. Here's another shot of it. All right, it's an old one. Could even be a little, could be, yeah, 19th century. Good looking thing. It went for $532. And there was this very elegant pair. These were about 11 inches tall, pair of carved cinnabar jars, deeply carved and very well detailed. Nice quality carving on these. If we can get a detail of it, there it is. These caught my eye. I thought these were very attractive, and they're done on a bronze or brass body. They have chin-lung marks on them. I don't think they're probably chin-lung, but you never know these days, but I don't think so. I think they're probably 19th century, but very good quality, really good quality. And they did well. They brought $5,000 for the pair, all right? The Chinese buyers especially love things with marks on them, even if they're out of period. They just like marks. And 77 Pud had a good lot of jewelry up last week. And this was a string of beads that sort of attracted me. I like amber beads, and these are nice. They had a nice range of colors and patterns in them. Very elegant looking. There they are, 69 grams, very attractive. And he loves to shoot things outside. This is the guy that likes to shoot jewelry on the hood of his car. At any rate, he gets good items. He's in Ohio. And these brought $2,000, which was, I think, quite a good price for these. But he always has good things. He seems to be out there actively buying, sourcing things. And we always try to feature him when he has things that are appropriate for us. And we had this. I put this in the newsletter. This was really something for the 19th century porcelain collector. It's a rather unusual tray with these Shao characters all over it, and a nice gilt and iron red decoration. I thought it was attractive. It's not a pattern I've seen many times, and thought maybe somebody out there would like it. I hope one of our readers bought it. It went for $375, very reasonable price. It had no cracks or restoration. It was in perfect condition, and that's important to some collectors. So there you go. And we had the bronze. This was a rather nice 18th century Chinese bronze incense burner with silver inlay. Silver inlay became quite popular in the 18th and 19th century in particular. And here you have an incense burner. I have a feeling that it originally, this shape, this squared form, when you see them, often have a bronze conforming base and bronze lid. And I think the lid and the base disappeared, and somebody paired it up with a nice old lid, or the lid might have been done in the early 19th century, with this coral root coming out of it. Very often seen in Chinese art. As you know, you see vases with coral roots, big coral roots sticking out of them, and that kind of thing. And they applied one here. Here's an end shot of it. Nice quality, very good quality all the way around. There's a view under the lid. It's an old lid. It's a nice old lid. So it may have been on there for quite a long time. The base I don't think is quite as old, but still very nice example. And it brought $2,370 for silver inlay. You get premiums when you have inlaid silver on these later bronzes. And there was the big dragon robe. This was a nice robe. It was a late 19th century robe, I think, judging by the material and how it's done, the way the borders are done in the sleeves. But a nice, very nice example. A good piece with well-drawn dragons and lots of little Buddhist symbols on it. Let's see if we can pull them up. Here's some of the stitching in here. There's a little repair along here, but like the clouds, like all of it. There's another shot of it. Okay, the inside. And it did well. It brought $125. I think it brought a little less than it might have a couple of years ago. I think it might have brought another $1,000 or $1,500. And it may have just been not a lot of people were looking. So somebody, I think, got a nice buy on that. And then we have these cloisonné. This is Japanese Meiji, or a little after cloisonné vases by our friends down in Virginia, Eclectic Mix. They get nice things. They're very active pickers. I hear from them fairly often. And they had 3 of these cloisonne pieces up there, not signed, but really nice quality, really good quality. And I was curious to see how they did. This was a little over, around 8 inches tall, I guess, something like that, 8 or 9 inches tall. And it did pretty well for an unsigned piece of cloisonne, about $515. A few years ago, these weren't bringing hardly anything, $100. So the Japanese cloisonne buyers seem to be back, or people that like highly decorative things anyway. And then next and last on the list today is this Makuzu Kozan ewer. Beautifully done teapot ewer, wonderful quality. Let's blow it up a little bit. There's the base on it. I want to get back over to the piece itself. There it is. It's got a few little nicks in it. These pieces, though, are so exposed, very easy to damage, but wonderful quality. God, the quality on this is great, and I love the iron red, the red enamel down here swirling with the dragon. Quite attractive, somewhat in the Chinese taste. And this upper section here with these drapes, sort of Buddhist drapes. You see the same pattern sometimes on amari bowls. If you've been around looking at amari bowls for all Japanese amari, you'll see the same pattern on often the finer quality things. And that about wraps up the whole week. One of the things I wanted to mention was that we're working on a collection right now of some very nice Kangxi pieces that came from a collector who lived in Persia, in Iran, and he left the country in the 70s, and the pieces were inherited by someone, and we're working on getting them sold for the family. We won't be selling them here, we're representing them, and there's a really amazing Wusai dragon bowl, Marken period Kangxi, and a bunch of famille plates and some really rare Qinlong examples. And we're going to be sharing them on the site. We're picking them up next week, so hoping all that goes well. All right. If you haven't subscribed yet to this video series that we do every week, please do. And if you're not getting the newsletter, hop over to Bidamount and scroll down the page, and you can sign up right here on the home page and get notified when we finish the newsletter each week. And have a great weekend. Everybody have fun, and enjoy the football game. Super Bowl's on Sunday for those of you that are watching. And talk to you all next time. All right. Bye-bye.